EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Eagles and the Jets under the lights on Sunday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Love going to throw right away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Deebo Samuel is the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and they got it done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Love sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah,
the numbers
I was just letting them know that I was
16
playing.
carries, 76 yards.
Well, no one surprised.
Stop messaging me through there to freaking message me through the
and that includes the ground game.
through here, because I can just respond through voice.
The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak? That was good tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Love's throw taken in by Samuel. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
The game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they get it done.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Okay.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half.
He's always coming up with stuff. I just want to relax, man. I haven't stopped.
Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
You don't want to take him out of there?
What am I going to have? I don't even know what happened. Oh, yes, I would definitely want to. Yeah, I gotta remember this stuff.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
It's like, what am I going to do? Nobody told me nothing about what am I going to do. Yeah, I know you told me, but I didn't remember. You told me that like 3 days ago.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much.
At the time, the only thing I had in my mind was going to Philly.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Chile limon.
Here's a second down throw. It's knocked away. And
Mangonel. Let's start with Mangonel.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw now. Here's Love.
Hello.
He's going to
oh no, he's got him.
It's caught inside the 25. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Oh, it's like a bunch of them?
Up the middle they go. Tatum, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's pretty much what
unselfish players
the one place sells.
Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
not heard of the story.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up.
Set, ready. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here for 4 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, third and short yardage. And this will be caught in the end zone.
How did he cut through me to get to the ball?
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
That was good.
Good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So
I like it.
leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I mean, I'm glad she's keeping up with it. I'm glad she's keeping up with it.
Another kickoff. And we will not
Did you want to do something?
To match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you. when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and
what do you want to do
for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He holds it in, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
No, not really. I haven't thought about it.
A gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
We can maybe find something.
Fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So we can maybe find something.
Down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Love.
Oh, catch that.
Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
Now it's second and 10.
Ready.
Love. This one goes out wide for Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays,
well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Nolan Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh.
The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll get timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Ready, set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
She sits there comfortably now?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net
You're going to
gain
give it a
of
banana
1
now?
there.
He's going to put it there?
Here are the Eagles to take over.
He's going to put it there?
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Here the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love looking to throw it.
I think it was a mistake.
To Barkley on the check down. Well, now hang on.
He dropped the package but came back and picked it up.
In some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw...
¿Qué pasó, baby? ¿Qué rico?
What we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
There's a reason it's our linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals, they have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and of course on blitzes. Living the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack too.
Davidson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
White, yellow, line, hut.
They run the counter. Tatum. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. And he's caught. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set.
Now a give, right side. Tatum, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Love from the gun.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down now, it's Davidson. Down the left sideline. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Love's going to throw here, caught by Addison. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to third and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Third and long for Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, two-score game still.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
When's her next
So it's
appointment?
Eagle football here as we get you reset.
No,
They've got a
for
second
physical
and goal
therapy.
now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here we go. Set.
Try to take this home, no run.
And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be Just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. First down, Love to pass. That's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And he did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready, ready.
Here's Love. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st and 10, Love. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
With this game in hand, perhaps we're seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late. This lead to stay right where it is. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got a huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
On second down, it's Davidson, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they will take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in week.
She just smacked the table. She just smacked the table.
Qué risa te da que no lo estás agarrando. Qué risa te da. No voltees a ver a tu padre, no te va a ayudar.
I like that. Y tu mami lo hace así.
¿No puedes creer el chisme del año que está escuchando tu abuelo?
El chisme.
¿Eh?
¿Cuál es el chisme?
No, I'm just saying that because I hear like a woman speaking. Yo un ratito voy a esperar a tu hijo para comer, eso sí. ¿Sí, no?
Si no, no come. Well, she's holding herself up, or is that the belt that's holding her up? Is she holding herself up, or is that the belt?
She's holding herself up.
Nice.
Te pongo un chupón enfrente de ti, eso se conoce. No se te antoja nada. Haciéndolo de verdad. No, güey, pues. Uy, ya te estás hablando porque eso nos dice que no duele. Dale.
Get over here. Carry her for a little bit. I said I'll carry her for a little bit.
Lo iba a poner acá. There's later.
¿Qué pasó, mi amor? ¿Te asustaste que yo, papá? ¿Quién me está agarrando, pues? ¿Quién me está agarrando? ¿Quién me está agarrando a mí? Hola, mamacita. Hola, mamacita. ¿Cómo estás, mamá? Tengo pecho. ¿Qué pasó, mi amor?
Tummy time when you get a chance.
¿Qué pasa, mamá? ¿Qué pasó? ¿No tiene su guay para su carita? ¿No tiene su guay para su carita? ¿O la toallita? ¿Qué pasa, mamá? ¿Qué? So you just want me to like lay on top of that?
Lay her like, yeah.
¿Cómo estás, amor? Sí, ¿estás contenta? ¿Estás contenta, usted? ¿Estás contenta? Yo estoy contento. Porque estoy con usted. Estoy muy contento. Porque estoy con mi bebé. 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 ¡Wow! Whoa, baby. Just like that?
Huh? Yeah. I think we're gonna take it to physical therapy.
Okay.
So I can be like, hey, is this good? Because she has liked Squirtle very much.
¿Te gusta el Squirtle, mamá? Squirtle, 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 Squirtle. Squirtle, 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 Squirtle. So much.